Hello friends, so today we are going to discuss Codeforces problem C, yet another array restoration. So this problem was asked in the Codeforces round 667 division 3. So here what we have to do is we have a secret array and we have to restore it. Okay, so we don't know what this array is, but we have to restore it. Okay, so there are a couple of facts given for this array. So all the n positive elements or integers are distinct which are greater than 0. This is the first fact. Second fact, we are given two parameters x and y as an integer. Those are the elements of the array in a such a way that x is lesser than y. And the third criteria is if we take the difference between the adjacent values, that should be equal. So a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 and so on till the an minus 1. Okay, so here basically so input given is the number of test cases, then the number of elements in the array. We have to construct the size of the array of n length, then two elements x and y. Okay, so let's take an example over here. So in the first example, the n is 2, x is 1 and y is 49. Okay, so here if we take a difference of these two elements, okay, so why I am taking a difference, because this can give me the point or the ideal difference point which has to be subtracted. Okay, so here I can see like 49 minus 1, so 48. So 48 can be the point, so I can first take the 49th element, that is the largest element, and if I subtract 48 from that one, so it gives me the one value. So to get the more clarity on this, let's take example second. Okay, so here the difference between this 20 and 50 and 20 is 30, and we have to form the array of length 5. So here based on that difference value, what I can see in the range of 1 to that difference, that is a 30. So I should have one index or one value which can give me this equilibrium equation. Okay, so I can form the array in a such a way that so difference between the adjacent elements are equal. So here if I start from the 1 to 30, because the difference value is 30, so I can see if I consider the 10, so I can form the value like an array with the difference of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so it gives me the result set. So if you take a if you see this output, so and again the order doesn't matter over here, they have mentioned in the output, so you can print it at like any way, but eventually if you sort it, so it has to be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and if you take a difference between adjacent elements, so that has to be 10. Okay, so let's take the look at the code now, so it will give us the more clarity. So in the main function I am accepting the number of test cases, then n, x and y. Okay, then I am calling the solve method over here. So the very first step what I am doing is I am calculating the difference, that is y minus x, because y is the larger value. So y minus x, what is the difference? So after that I am defining one more this variable as a point. So point, it is a ideal point which has to be considered as a difference value. Okay, so now I am iterating from 1 to difference, because if I go beyond that difference value, then if I add it in the x value, or if I subtract it from the y value, so that will not make sense, because it has to be the in the equilibrium, so it should always lie in between 1 to the difference value. Okay, then if I, for example, if I consider the test case number 1, so here the difference value is 48. Okay, so it will iterate from 1 to 48. So here if I take a modulo operation on this one, okay, so these are the two main formulas over here. So if I consider the I value as a 1 and difference is 48, so 48 mod 1 is always gives me the modulo 0, so this condition doesn't satisfy. Okay, now it comes over here. So if I take the 48 by 1, so it gives me the 48 plus 1, that is a 49, but 49 is greater than the n, that is a 2. So in this case I cannot pick up that value, because if it is greater than the whatever the size of the array, then that should not be the considered, okay, because it will fail it will not give us the equilibrium equation for the adjacent values, okay. So this way it will keep on iterating, and there will be a stage where for this especially I am considering the case number 1. So if the I value is 48, so 48 48 mod 48, it gives me the 0 as a modulo. So this condition gets false. Again, for this case, if I consider 48 divided by so here, yeah, correct, 48 divided by 48, it gives me the 1 value. So 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 is greater than 2, condition gets false, so it will come, and it will come to this point. So I can see the point value is now 48, okay. Now what I need to do is, first I have to form the elements which are lesser than the y value, okay. So initially I am considering this temp variable over here, and I am iterating through this while loop until the value of as long as the value of the temp is greater than 0. So initially I am displaying the temp value, that is a 49, then I am subtracting that ideal difference point, that is a 49 minus 48, it gives me the value for temp is equal to 1. Then I am including the j value, because I have to form the array of n size only. So j is now 1, and 1 is not greater than the size of the array, that is a 2. So it will not go inside this if condition. Then again it will check 1 is greater than 0, yes, so it will again print the 1 value over here. Then again it will subtract the 48 from this, so it will go inside the negative value lesser than 0. And then again I will increment the value of j. So now j is 2, so this condition gets satisfied and it will break. Now again for some of the cases there might be the case like if we fill up the first side or the left side of the array, but and the temp gets 0, but the j value is still lesser than the n value, that is n is because we can say the array is yet to fill up, so we have to fill up the right side. So that's why in this next while loop what I am doing is I will keep on incrementing this j as long as this value is lesser than the n, okay. And every time what I am doing, I have to add the ideal difference value into my y. So y plus would be like the next value. So if I consider, if here n is equal to 3 for the first case, then 48 plus 49 plus 48, so it will print the 97 value over here, and it will keep on incrementing the j. So that's the trick over here. So this solution is fully accepted on the Codeforce, so you can refer this solution. Thanks for watching my video.